Who could be the 8th survivor in Yellowjackets, and are we going to find out this season? I have a few thoughts and theories on this, so let's get into it. I'm Pamela, welcome back to the channel. I have yet another Yellowjackets theory for you guys. It goes without saying there will be spoilers in this video, so if you are not caught up on season 3, come back to this later. So who is the 8th survivor? And is it the person who is stalking Shauna in season 3? So we currently know 7 of the survivors. From season 1, we know that 5 of them are Shauna, Ty, Misty, Natalie, and Travis. And then in season 2, we have confirmation that we have 2 more survivors, Lottie and Van. And we can assume that we have 8 total survivors because of that very first scene in the pilot. The scene with Pit Girl and the Antler Queen. So here we can see that there are 7 people, and then we know that Misty is off screen. We see her take her, face covering off, and it's revealed that Misty's there. So we know that there are 8 people here in this scene, and we also know that this is not long before they get rescued. The girls were there in the wilderness for 19 months. When they first crash, it's summertime, and then we know that this Pit Girl scene happens in the 2nd winter. So this is not long before they get rescued. Now I know we also have the question of who is Pit Girl and who is the Antler Queen. That's going to be a separate video that I'm working on, so definitely stay tuned for that. So we are 4 episodes into season 3, soon to be 5, but already from these first 4 episodes, we know that someone is stalking Shauna. And I do think that it's Melissa, which I do think that they are making pretty obvious. I don't think that this is like some crazy theory. Some of you guys might be watching this and be like, duh, they're making it seem like it's Melissa. And we do know from the season 3 trailer that Hilary Swank is in this season. And I think she is the adult version of Melissa. They do look very similar, but let's get into some of the little clues that we've gotten in the last 4 episodes. So in the very first episode of season 3, they have the service for Natalie. And then Shauna, Ty, and Van are out at a bar taking shots for Natalie, and Shauna feels someone watching her. And if you go back and look, you can see long blondish hair, maybe like a sandy brown, but definitely on the lighter side. And then again in the same episode, when Callie is making ice cream and someone leaves something at the front door, you can see that someone is outside of the house watching Callie through the window. And again, this person has long blondish hair. And then Callie goes outside the door and sees that an envelope is left. It's addressed to Shauna Shipman, and it has the symbol on the envelope. And Callie opens up the envelope and there's a little tape inside, which we still don't know what's on that tape, but I do think we're gonna find out because in the trailer, Shauna listens to the tape. So already in episode 1, in 2 different scenes, we see someone with long blondish hair watching Shauna and Callie. Now in episode 2, when Shauna goes out to dinner with Jeff and his 2 potential business partners, she goes to the bathroom, and as she's in the bathroom stall, someone else comes in, lingers outside of her stall, and turns off the lights. And then Shauna kind of takes out her keys to use as a potential weapon, goes out of the stall to see who's in the bathroom, but no one's there. But then she finds a phone in the next stall over. Someone left a cell phone in there. Shauna then turns in the cell phone to the restaurant workers, and later on in the episode, Shauna calls the restaurant to see if anyone picked up the phone. And this entire scene that she's on the phone with the restaurant people, they are flashing back to the scene when Shauna and Melissa kiss in the wilderness. So clearly they are setting this up, and it's pretty obvious that they want us to think that it's Melissa. And I do think it'll be revealed that it is in fact Melissa. But now there's a couple of parallels in this episode that I think are important. So when Shauna is in the bathroom and someone creeps up on her, she takes out her keys to use as a weapon. And then in this flashback with Melissa, in the wilderness, Melissa creeps up on Shauna, just like it happened in the bathroom. And in the flashback, Shauna takes out a knife to use as a potential weapon. So that's just a parallel right there. Something else I think could be important. The phone that Shauna finds, the background of the phone is like a nature scene, which could be a hint to the wilderness. Not only that, but the ringtone that's playing on the cell phone, the song is called Queen of Hearts, which obviously is a reference to their time in the wilderness when, they draw the Queen of Hearts card. Whoever draws the card is going to get hunted. And from these quick clips with Hilary Swank in the trailer, it looks like she could be hunting down Shauna, especially with just how creepy she's being with watching her, watching Callie, leaving a tape on the front door. Is Melissa hunting down Shauna? I definitely think the ringtone being called Queen of Hearts is important. It's almost as if Shauna drew the Queen of Hearts card, meaning that now she is the one being hunted and Melissa is hunting her down. Something else that I think is important is in the flashback with Shauna and Melissa, Melissa says to her, "Everyone's afraid of you, you know."
Everyone's afraid of you, you know.
And then in the trailer, Hilary Swank seems to be on the ground and someone is there over her with brunette hair, which obviously could be Shauna. And Hilary Swank says, "You really are insane."
You really are insane.
So, you know, everyone in the past in the wilderness is afraid of Shauna because she's insane, just like Melissa kind of said. Let's talk about a few other things that are in the season 3 trailer. So it looks like Shauna's going to get a letter, which I'm assuming is also from Melissa. The same way she left the tape, she's gonna leave Shauna a letter, and who knows what that letter says. Shauna also says in the trailer, "Someone wants us dead."
Someone wants us dead.
And then in the trailer, Van says, "The only people who know about this are either us or dead."
The only people that know about this are either us or dead.
So clearly, if Melissa is the 8th survivor, for some reason, they think that she's dead. Now, in episode 4, when Shauna is locked in the freezer, Ghost Jackie appears to her, and she says something about what they did after they get back.
Someone's trying to hurt you, Shauna, for what you did. Not just in the wilderness, but what you did when you got back.
After the girls are rescued, they do something that they should be feeling guilty about. What if the rest of the girls went to kill Melissa after they got back? Maybe thinking that she's going to talk and spill their secrets. Maybe they think they successfully killed her, but somehow Melissa survived. Maybe they tried to kill her and then medics came and saved Melissa and brought her to the hospital. And all of these years, she's been alive. And maybe keeping her mouth shut until now because she was scared of them. If they already tried to kill her once, I doubt she would try to talk again. But then maybe seeing that Natalie died, I don't know, maybe that just brings Melissa back into the mix. Also in the trailer, we can see this clip of Hilary Swank running down some kind of road. She has like a bandage on her arm. She looks pretty bloody and banged up. And then with this other scene of someone, brunette, next to Hilary Swank, and then she says, "You really are insane." Like, I think Sean is not gonna like that Melissa is stalking her and leaving these menacing things between the tape and the note. Shauna's gonna like lose her shit on Melissa and they're gonna get into it. Something else I want to bring up, which I think is pretty crazy, I was rewatching the trailer to like get ready to make this video, and I noticed that they show Lottie dead in the trailer. They don't show her face, but they show her body laying there on the floor at the bottom of the stairs with the candles around her. That's crazy that they kind of revealed that in the trailer. But this brings me to a previous theory of mine that I shared on the channel. Who killed Lottie? I think that they want us to think it's one of the 3 girls because Shauna, Ty, and Van were all in New York City, and so was Lottie. But what if it was actually Melissa? What if Melissa killed Lottie? That is something that I did not think about until now. But please go check out my past theory. So far, I've put out 2 Yellowjackets theories, and you guys seem to really be enjoying my first one about who burned down the cabin, but I also put one out for who killed Lottie, and that one's not doing so well. So if you could just go check it out, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, because I definitely want to start covering Yellowjackets a lot more on the channel. So yeah, I think Melissa is the 8th survivor. I think we're gonna find out soon, possibly in episode 5. I've been hoping for Ben to survive. I love Ben, but I just don't see it happening. Like, you know, the girls are probably gonna kill him. Maybe when it comes time for winter, they're gonna eat him. Also, in the post-rescue scene that we get in episode 1 of season 2, if Ben was there, I feel like we would have seen him hobbling on his crutches. Unless maybe they took him out of a different exit, maybe on a stretcher so that he didn't have to struggle to walk. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Ben's gonna survive, or is he not gonna make it out of the wilderness? But definitely let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that Melissa is the 8th survivor? And do you think that she is the one who is stalking Shauna? Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future Yellowjackets theories. Please also go follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and I will see you guys next time.